my name is Maria Banga, all the way from Douala, Cameroon in Africa. I'm a motivational speaker, an inspirational author, a psychotherapist, mental health advocate. Yeah, and the last one, the most recent one is World Pulse Digital Brand Ambassador. And I'm so excited about that. And I wanted to do this video to kind of like share some more positive vibes and say how I'm coping during this period and to inspire, motivate, encourage other people. I believe that when we share our stories, we kind of reach out to some other people who can relate, and we kind of give ideas to other people too. And through feedbacks, we also learn how to do things better, stuff like that. So, how are you coping during this period? I'm talking about the COVID-19 outbreak pandemic. It's getting more and more scary. In my country, I just learned we have 75 now confirmed cases. I mean, I remember when we just had one. I remember when we had nothing. That was barely like 2 weeks ago. So it's not a joke, and it's not so easy getting people to understand the severity and to do what we have to do in terms of preventive measures, which are shared by the World Health Organization and a few other things we can know. But one thing I have been doing, which has helped me a lot, is to practice mindfulness. The good thing is that I have started practicing this long before this outbreak, because when you want to start doing something positive when there's a crisis, it's difficult. Our brains are more programmed towards negativity. They actually have more negative cells than positive cells. I'm talking to you as a psychologist and a therapist, cognitive behavioral therapist, and I work on myself too a lot. So I not only practice that personally, I work with clients too, and I see how a shift in our thought patterns can lead to a shift in our behavior and the outcome. You know, the virus is not something you just get like that. If you don't find yourself out there, if you don't live in total fear, if you just stop eating and just go under the bed, that is when you will become more what can I say, more prone, more susceptible. But if you kind of breathe, you kind of say, okay, this is what is happening to the world now. What can I do in all of this? What can I control, right? You cannot control the news. You cannot control the number of new cases. You cannot even control who is sharing what on social media and everything. But what can you control? You can control what you watch. You can control how you react to what you see. You can control whether you even want to see something or not. You can control whether you want to share it too. Like kind of like share, share, share. I mean, yesterday I learned a good lesson, and I'm like, I'm not sharing nothing about COVID anymore except with my own kids or my own people. But even then, I have to be very careful. People have different sensitivity levels. I was in a group on WhatsApp, and they shared something and in another group, and I thought, well, it could help somebody in the other group, but it was not confirmed news after all, because they were saying that two new cases somewhere, and some people were like, yeah, that those two new cases. And I saw this video, and I was like, well, this is a video that could confirm that. And somebody took offense and actually thanked me. I refused to go back and ask them why they thanked me, because everybody has been sharing stuff there. I just took the decision in me not to share anything relating to COVID-19 in that group anymore. That is something I can control. Because anxiety, panic, and stress, they don't really discriminate in this period like this, especially for parents or mothers in particular, who want to be sure. It's our natural instinct that all is going well at home, the kids are doing well, they are staying safe, they are washing their hands as many times as possible. It's like I'm working from home. I cannot go to my office even if it's just 3 minutes away or 2 minutes away, because, well, I never know who I'll be working nearby. I never know what I'll be touching, and I don't know what the kids will be doing in my absence. I'm actually in my room locked up for 3 hours now, trying to do some work, but I have to go back out there and check on them every once in a while. So it's basically checking on them 24/7, except when they are sleeping or when, yeah, you yourself, you are sleeping. So we need to be mindful of each breath, each milestone, no matter how tiny. If we just have something to eat, some people may not have, and they may have to go out to look for something, and they're so scared to go out. So what do? I'm just grateful for everything. Grateful that I can breathe, grateful that I can discipline myself and not be eating every other minute, because that's also another temptation. If you have the food, you are bored, you are home, how much TV do you watch? How much reading do you do? How much social media do you do? um, how much talking and shouting and cleaning and all of that do you do? I'm just trying to stay mindful and trying to do what the anxiety guy talks about on YouTube. It's also somebody I follow a lot. I follow a lot of people. I listen to a lot of messages from Iyanla Vanzant, from Oprah, and all of that. What I learned this morning, well, he was talking about three things people are doing to stay positive during this period, to kind of thrive. He says you have to work on your momentum and your mindset, kind of like keep it positive. It's not like you should not have any fears or you will not have it. You kind of face those fears and talk to those fears like I do, reframe them and say, well, what is the positive thing? I'm slowing down, I'm staying at home, I'm with the boys much more. I can even watch a movie. Before then, all of these things were not possible. See this moment as a practice opportunity to choose love over fear, to turn your fear into faith, as I said the other day. uh, See it as a challenge to connect more with people without the physical touch. We cannot choose that, but you can go on WhatsApp, you can make a call, you can, write some things, do a video like this to inspire and motivate other people. Well, do not consider the self-isolation as punishment, but as time to rest and recharge. And seriously, since I started to look at it that way, I'm really resting and recharging. I'm not beating myself up because I get up at 6 a.m. when I used to get up at 4 a.m. I'm like, well, the brain is really taking its own vacation now. And of course, be mentally mature. Mental maturity is very important in times like this. I mean, all the panic, the fear, the worry, the anxiety, what is it going to do? I do stuff like dance and work out and skip. Just try to keep myself not so busy, but keep myself active. Shake my body and my mind, listen to music, just be grateful. Commune with my higher power, my God. Send out positive vibes, check on people once in a while, and just be positive. There's no time now to hang on to grudges. The other day I was sharing how I've made peace with my ex-husband. He stopped by not so far away. I didn't see him, but we did talk on the phone, and we write on WhatsApp. We are so civil with each other. It's like anytime anything can happen, anybody can go. This is what life is showing us. So let's let go of all the baggage and the pain and the grief and the hurt and the shame and the vengeance and the all of that. Let's really try to be mindful. So I really want to wish us all the best and say, let's try to do things which are very important for our holistic well-being. Let's shed away the other stuffs which don't help us. Let's join support groups. I want to set up one eventually. Let's join World Pulse, for example. It's a platform where we uplift women's voices, we share without judgment, and you have all kinds of support there, resources and people you can meet. Let's make the world a better place. I am yours, Maria Banga. Until next week, thank you so much, and may God bless us all.